Kyle Kolinsky had some great insight, just spectacular, about the nature of podcasting, the nature of YouTube, the nature of entertainment in general, and how everything seems to just get cycled toward the elites, those that have name recognition and money and all the equipment. I'll say that. You know, somebody with money, some kid or something, hey, I want to do that. I want to be a YouTuber. And hey, the next day, the mother or father is going out to Best Buy and buying thousands of dollars worth of equipment. I've never had that luxury. So let's hear what Kolinsky has to say.
Rebecca Sinanes as their head of audio. With only one show under their belts, the streaming platform has so far paid the couple $940,000 for each minute. Now, by the way, I have no idea what the numbers are like on that one podcast they did, but I'm going to go ahead and guess it ain't good. Barack Obama did some podcast with, like, was it Bruce Springsteen? I don't remember. And apparently the numbers were trash. See, now this always happens. You have independent-minded people, young people, sort of open up the frontier with this new technology and this new outlet. And then it flourishes. And it flourishes largely because it's a forum for totally free and open debate and discussion. And it's just more honest and authentic than any old media stuff. Like, go watch one of the late night shows and compare it to some 2 or 3 hour long podcast with creators who you like. And you'll see one is just totally fake. And it's like celebrity culture pop nonsense, and the other one is like real conversations about real things that make you feel something. But after you have the success of the podcast, the elites look at that and say, well, I want to do that. But part and parcel of being successful in the podcast realm is openness, honesty, authenticity, and the elites, almost by their very nature, are sort of closed off and insular, and they present more of a veneer to the world about how they're supposed to be and what the cool thing is than what they really are. And so, historically, a lot of the big names, when they try to break into podcasting, they can't do it. Because they don't have, they're very different beasts, like being in movies or being in a sitcom or being some other singer, some other sort of celebrity. That's a different beast than the skill of bearing your soul to the world on a regular basis and being totally open and honest despite all your flaws. Well, they don't do that about their flaws. For them, it's all this veneer. They've been sort of propped up by a system that puts them there as some sort of figurehead, as some sort of ideal, but it's all bullshit. It's all kabuki theater. And then add on top of that, now the entitled angle. They got paid $30 million and did one episode. $30 million. Why? Why did you pay them that much money? Why did you do it? Why would you do that? Because you're just like paying for their name. But as Spotify's going to learn, and hopefully they did already learn, that doesn't mean anything in the podcasting world. I'd rather have Joe and Jane Schmo from the middle of nowhere who've been cranking out content on a regular basis for 5 years and they've gained an organic following. I'd rather have them on Spotify than these two entitled pricks who were just looking for a payday and don't even want to lift a fucking finger. They clearly don't even want to lift a finger. I mean, it's really pathetic, man. This is really sad. Why would Spotify do this? Why would you do this? But this is what you're seeing now in the podcast market. Everything's sort of getting drowned out. And now the elites are trying to get a hold on this market more so. It happens with all, like YouTube was originally a place for really free and open area where people would go to escape the nonsense of traditional media. Well, now traditional media has gotten a stranglehold on YouTube, and YouTube is in bed with traditional media, and so then you had YouTube TV, and you have them trying to prop up certain more safe content over other content. And in the news and politics realm, it's never been more clear. They want to prioritize authoritative news sources. So my show, for example, other independent new media shows get destroyed by the algorithm, and we're replaced by CNN and MSNBC and Fox News. And don't take my word for it. You go look. We used to get recommended to all new people across the internet, so our sub numbers would grow at a tremendous clip. Well, now we don't get recommended to new people at nearly as high a rate. And so what happens is, if put on autoplay on YouTube, and see what happens. Almost all the time with my show, you will immediately get diverted. So it won't play one Kyle Klinsky show clip, then another, then another, then another. You will get sent to like Trevor Noah and The Daily Show or John Oliver.
And I will add to that. I will add to what Secular Talk, sorry about the shake there, is saying. So Jimmy Dore, if you go to Secular Talk and look at his views per video, and then go to Jimmy Dore and look at Jimmy Dore's views per video. Now that Jimmy is, now you can say, I think it's a fair point to say, well, I'm against the mandates. That's a fair point. But why is it every single video now is about the pandemic and COVID-19? Because he's pandering to an audience. Even though maybe he's not anti-vax, he's pandering to the anti-vax, and his numbers are going through the roof. And now look at Secular Talk, who continues to remain honest and open. His views are like per video, oftentimes a quarter of what Jimmy Dore gets, even though Secular Talk at one point, and I still think he's barely ahead in terms of subscribers. So he's remained honest. It's hurt him financially. Whereas Jimmy Dore, who is pandering, who I admire very much based on his entertainment level, his hatred, his anger, because that's a huge motivator. But he's really throwing it out the window. Garbage out of a moving vehicle is what Jimmy's throwing out there now.